Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another part of my Renovating EA series, which is brand new to the channel and I'm having so much fun with it, so I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. At this point, I have only shared one other renovation, so that was the Blue Velvet Nightclub, and this one, I forget the name of it, but you can read it in the top left-hand side of the screen. And yeah, I actually really like this lot. I think it's pretty cute even before the renovation exterior wise. I think it's a pretty adorable build. It has kind of a lack of windows though, so I do add quite a bit of windows, change the wallpaper slightly, and just add a little bit more detail and just try to fix it up a little bit. The interior though is so bad. It's so drab and dark and empty, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, the entire upstairs is one room with a tiny little bathroom. There's no bathroom downstairs, and I just don't get it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, so I think it's an improvement. I did add a bathroom downstairs that has a washer and dryer in it, so it's like a half bath laundry room. And then upstairs there's two bedrooms. One of them I have as an office, and the other one is a bedroom, and then there's a bathroom upstairs that's like full, you know, with the shower and tub and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, other than that, I think I pretty much left the floor plan the same for the downstairs except for adding that bathroom. I do switch it up a little bit to where the kitchen's on the other side of the room rather than it's just swapped around a little bit. You'll see that in the screenshots because I do a before and after, and all of the before and after pictures are taken at the same angle of the house or pretty similar locations. So if they look a little bit weird, especially in the before pictures, it's because I kind of move things around so the pictures don't really make a whole lot of sense. But hopefully you guys do enjoy those. I kind of really like seeing the before and afters because it really shows how much it changed. So that's pretty cool. And I didn't add anything to this front area in the end, like the yard. I was thinking about adding like a seating area, but I don't know, I left it empty, so you can add things if you want, but I thought it looked kind of nice the way it was, just kind of looked fresh and kind of clean, and I liked it. So something that I do change before I took the screenshots, when I went into the game to play test the house, it was fall, and I noticed that none of the flower boxes on the windows or the mailbox flowers changed colors with the season, and I just could not stand it. It looked so weird. It made the flowers look really fake and unrealistic and plasticky, and I didn't like it at all. So I do remove the flower boxes at the end. If it doesn't bother you, then you can of course replace them. But yeah, I couldn't stand it, so I switched out the mailbox with the more craftsman style one that came with seasons. So I thought that suited the build, and then yeah, just remove the flower boxes altogether because I just could not have it at all. It was horrible. So the interior of this build, the reason I only decorated it for one sim or gave one bedroom is because I decorated for a particular sim, and that's for Siobhan Fries. I think I'm saying that correctly. I've looked it up several times and I can never remember because it's spelt differently or pronounced differently than I think it should be based on the spelling, so I don't know. I get really confused with her name. But it's the oldest Fry's daughter, and so I wanted her to live in this house by herself because she's a young adult, and I always think she's a teen because she lives with her parents, and so I think it's time for her to get her own house. And I think of her as a pretty sophisticated young adult, and I think of her as like pretty ambitious, and so this may not make sense to you, but I tried to decorate in that way. So I tried to make it look updated and modern and kind of sophisticated but youthful at the same time. So that was my thinking behind my decorating. So hopefully I achieved it somewhat. I think it looks really nice though. I went with these soft gray walls, which I think are really classy and very beautiful. And okay, so I left all this in, and it was such a struggle to find a place for the bathroom. I'm so happy I didn't leave it here at the entrance because it was such a weird spot for it. I end up tucking it behind the staircase, and it makes a whole lot of sense in the end, I think. And yeah, but I left my struggles in. It was a process, but yeah, you guys get to see it all come together. I thought about doing like this weird corner bathroom thing. So happy I didn't do that either, but we'll get to it in a little bit. And I also don't end up leaving these large purple curtains. I really wanted them to be in here, but I felt like they just took up so much space, and yeah, I didn't like them in the end, so I ended up just doing some blinds that are cream colored, basic, nothing too exciting. But for the decorating, I went with pretty much just grays and blacks and browns, a lot of dark colors with stark contrasts. So I think it's pretty different than things that I normally do, but I think it turns out really pretty, and I don't know, I'm very proud of this interior. I feel like it looks classy, and yeah, it looks different than something I would normally do, which always makes me pretty happy when I decorate something that I'm like, ooh, that's not something I would normally do. And it actually took me a while to decorate this house because I was trying to do this style several different times and I just could not get it to work. It just kept looking so bland and boring in my, just in my opinion. And then I emptied out all the furniture and started over again, and this is what I came up with, and I think this is what I wanted it to look like. I'm pretty happy with it. And so this is the kitchen area. Originally there was like a closet right here, and the staircase was pushed back further, so it was just one of those like larger closets that came with Get Together, and I decided to make it for the kitchen instead, which I think works a lot nicer. There is a walk-in closet upstairs. I wanted to include one into this house because that's where we got the walk-in closets, was Get Together, and that's where this house came from. So, I mean, even though I didn't only use Get Together in this build, I used all the packs. I just thought that would be kind of a nice thing to include. But anyways, so I did get Siobhan a puppy, and it's a little Dalmatian puppy. It's so cute. You'll see it a little bit in the screenshots, but I thought she should have a little doggy. I thought that was really, really cute. I think I'm going to do that for a lot of the families because I mentioned in my last video, but I should probably mention it again. I am planning on renovating the entire Sims 4 and releasing a save file. And so this house will be included in that, and Siobhan will live here with her little Dalmatian dog. But for the other families as well, I'll include some that'll have cats and dogs, some that'll have both, some will have no pets, but I thought that'd be kind of fun to go through and give some of the families some pets and stuff, so that's what I am thinking. Oh, and also I wanted to mention the backsplash behind the counter of the stove. You probably noticed it a little bit ago. I also end up adding that in both of the bathrooms, so the upstairs and downstairs, because when I went to go take the screenshots, I thought the gray walls in the bathrooms just looked a little bit bland, and so I thought they just needed a little bit extra. I think in the upstairs bathroom I only do 2 walls, so they're more accent walls of tiles, and then the downstairs one, it's the entire bathroom. So I don't know if that's important to you guys, but I thought I would just mention that I made that change. And this little dining area is so cute, by the way. I really like it. I think it turned out really, really pretty. And for the living room area, it's a bit cramped, but I promise you it all works. I did play test it, and I actually play tested a couple days because I was waiting for the weather to get a little bit better for screenshots. I thought about cheating and making it summertime, but I thought the fall colors were okay, and it kind of shows you a little bit how it would look in the fall time, even though the plants aren't as vibrant. I thought it was pretty nice. But anyway, so yeah, I play tested it for a couple of days, and everything seemed to work just fine. I did have to mess with the living room a little bit, but as it's uploaded to the gallery, it should work just fine. But just turn on move objects just in case anything does get shuffled around. That's a good idea anytime you download stuff from the gallery, though. Oh, speaking of gallery, there was a new gallery update. As some of you guys probably know, the Sims team announced that they were going to do a live stream and to not get too excited about it, and that there was going to be an update and they wanted to talk about it. So that was the update. Do you guys like it? Have you guys noticed the new gallery update? It looks a little bit different. It's like, I think it looks a lot better. It looks more fresh, and it's kind of a different style to it, and has some really nice artwork and stuff on it. I think it looks really nice, so I'm very happy with that. I, of course, was one of the people that, even though they told me not to get my hopes up, I'm like, oh, what are they going to give us? Like, it's going to be another update that was like as big as Toddlers or something, but I mean, in the back of my mind, I knew it wasn't going to be, but I still had that little bit of hope. But they said they want to do more live streams more often, so I think that's really great because they kind of want to open up to the community a little bit more and share what things are happening. Since they're not going to be doing the teaser trailers anymore, I think that's their way of communicating, even though the person that was doing the trailers isn't with the team anymore. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that, and yeah, interested to hear if you guys like that. But anyways, so here I am just shuffling around the downstairs bathroom a little bit. I wanted it not to be so cramped. I think I could get it to work the way it was, but it was going to be a tight fit, and I was going to have to do some finagling and stuff. But I think this way it works really nicely. And then that way, if you don't want the washer and dryer, then you could easily put a shower there as well. And also, that's another thing that I did change off camera, was the color of the shower, because at this point they're a darker green color, and I thought it would work, but when I was playtesting it and like looking at it with the walls half down, and it just stood out too much, so I changed it to the baby blue color, which I think just blends in a lot nicer. And this entryway of the house, I struggled with a lot. I don't know why. I think we'll go back to this area in a little while. I do mess with it for a little while longer, but it looked a little bit cluttered, and I wasn't really sure how I wanted it to be. I wanted to have like some like clothing racks, like I wanted to have the umbrella rack, and I wanted to have the shoes, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to have the coat hanger, so I think I get rid of the coat hanger in the end, move the shoes over to the other side. I think I get rid of the dog rack. Yeah, I exchange it for those pictures instead of having the dog leash, and then get this side table. But man, it was a process. Sometimes areas just don't really come together very easily, but yeah, it works in the end, and I think it looks really nice, so hopefully you guys will like it too. Definitely interested to hear what you guys think about this house. I know I went way over budget because originally this house is a starter home, and I know Siobhan is moving out on her own and really only has the $20,000 simoleon limit that Sims get when they move out on their own. But I think, you know, her parents live on the biggest lot in the world, or one of the biggest lots, and I kind of feel like they would help her out a little bit. So this house just ended up being, I think, like 60-something thousand simoleons in the end, so it's pretty expensive, especially for a single Sim just starting out. But I mean, I think she'll be okay, and I really wanted it to be decorated this way. And I really like this upstairs landing area. It's not overly decorated. I just get like a mirror and like a picture on the wall or something. I think I exchanged that mirror for a picture later on, but we'll see. But I think that landing area is really nice, and I really like the way her bedroom turns out. I use this bed from Seasons, and I know I've overused it. I am aware. Actually, nobody's actually told me that, but I feel like I'm overusing it. I feel like I should do a little bit more variety, but I really like this bed. I think it is so pretty, and I think it comes in so many nice colors, and I thought this bed would suit her really nice because it has the little touch of color, but then it has the white duvet, and I think it's just really pretty and clean and classy, and that's what I wanted to go for this apartment. And I also don't overly clutter up the walls. This is the only painting that I leave in the room. And yeah, so I think that's pretty nice, but she has tons of space on the walls because I imagine that she would take a lot of pictures with her friends because she is in the Paragons. She's a leader of the Paragons though, isn't she? So yeah, probably lots of pictures with her friends and family. So you could definitely add those if you wanted to play with her in this house. You of course don't have to. You could play with any Sim if you wanted to. But I do include a camera in her office for her to take pictures. And speaking of the office, you could easily convert that into another bedroom. That's what I was kind of thinking, that it was another bedroom, but since she lives by herself, she turned it into an office. But if you wanted to, you could move the computer desk downstairs. Probably right next to the front door would be an easy little like office nook or something, or I'm sure you guys can figure it out. But it's her office for now until she gets a roommate or somebody, maybe she has somebody move in and they start a family. I don't know, but I thought that was kind of cute. And this is her bathroom area, and just cluttering up the counters with makeup and the blow dryer, just all of her little things, which I thought was just really nice. Very happy about it. I think it's a nice bathroom, and it looks especially a lot better once I add the backsplash in the end, so definitely check that out in the screenshots. And yeah, so now we're on into her office area, and at first I wasn't really sure what to add in here. I mean, I knew I wanted to have a computer desk, of course, but as far as other skill building items, I wasn't too sure. I do end up giving her a guitar though, because I thought it'd be kind of nice to her, like to have as like a side hobby, because she's in the Paragons, and she probably just, you know, goes to lots of parties and socializes and works a lot, that it'd be kind of nice for her just to mellow out and play the guitar for a little bit. Maybe she's not like the best at it, but she does play a little bit. I thought that was kind of cool. And then I get another dog bed in here because I imagine her dog follows her everywhere and spends, you know, every moment that she's at home with her, and just like her best little doggy friend. I thought that was really cute. And then I do end up getting like a couple of posters on the wall just to try to add a little bit of youthfulness in this office. And I thought they were just like her favorite movies, so you'll see me add those in a little while, and I just kind of liked that touch. And I haven't used this little radio in a while. That's something I forget to add in builds a lot, actually, is music. And I don't know why, because in-game it's really nice to have music playing or have your Sims listen to music. It gets their fun up, and then they can dance and all that kind of stuff. But it's an item I tend to forget about. So happy I added that in there, and I'll hopefully try to remember to add it in more of my builds. But anyways, so this office is pretty much complete. I thought about adding this bay window seat in here, but it just looked a little bit strange, so I'll have to save that idea for another build. And then I just add a few knickknacks and clutter items around just to add the finishing touches, and then we are all done with this build. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun with this renovation, and I actually have 3 more already to share with you guys. I just have to edit the footage and do the voiceover. So I hope you guys are looking forward to them. I am really enjoying this series so far. I think it's a lot of fun to do. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, and I'm looking forward to reading your guys' comments on what you think of this one. But anyways, enjoy the screenshots. Like I said, there are before and after ones, so you can see what the build looked like before I renovated it and then after. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!